you guys voted, and the votes are in for 2023. We got to know, what are the brands with the most hype? The top 5 brands voted that you guys are most looking forward to following in 2023. Let's get into it. I'm just here to connect ya, and then I'll be on my way. Around 420 votes, which is a pretty nice sample size, be it a convenience size, because it's only my audience and those folks who wished to do the form. So still 420 votes here on the top brands, the best cowboy boot brands in your eyes, or the ones that you are most looking forward to following next year here in 2023. It's gonna be epic. So let's start at 5 and work our way up to 1. And coming in at the 5th most voted brand is Blackjack Boots with 6.2% of the vote. Blackjack Boots, you guys have so much style and class with this vote because it is a traditionally made brand right here in the USA. And they make some great exotics too, with really cool skins like snapping turtle and beaver tail. So here's what they emailed me about what they're planning to do next year. Now, they have a limited supply of unique exotics. It's tough to get some of these like beaver tail, sturgeon, and capybara, but they're planning on making more of those next year, be it a limited release, okay? So if you guys want Blackjack Boots, just know that some of these leathers are hard for them to get a hold of right now, especially seasonal ones, they told me, like snapping turtle, beaver tail, and eastern diamondback rattlesnake. Those ones have seasons when they can actually be hunted. They're about 10 months out on those boots. And I know a lot of people are kind of bummed about that they haven't gotten their boots or there's such a long wait time, but hey, it's a better wait time than some of these custom boot makers, so you can still get a great boot with some really, really cool leathers from Blackjack, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do next year here in 2023 as well, and visiting their showroom in Wessa again down in Dallas, so that will be cool. All right, let's jump to number 4 here, the 4th most hyped brand for 2023 is Lucchese Boots with almost 7% of the vote. Lucchese Boots is classic, guys. Again, great taste here from the voters, and I didn't get an email back from Lucchese when I asked them what was happening in 2023 for them or what they were planning. So all we can do is speculate, and based off of the last few years and how they've been acting and sort of their strategy, I can guess that there'll probably be more collaborations like they did with Parker McCullum there, and more apparel because they're doing that, and more stores as well. So Lucchese is starting to kind of follow Tecovas and what their strategy is with the direct-to-consumer and only selling boots through their own store or just online. So I would expect that if you see Tecovas make a move, you can pretty much guess that Lucchese's gonna make that same move, because Lucchese's actually taking a lot of their US-made product, their US-made boots, they're taking it back from the retailers. They're not allowing as many Lucchese's to be sold in your little mom and pop shop. And that was a big complaint of last year's conference in Dallas at Wessa. So I would imagine that they continue to do that and kind of follow the Tecovas digital strategy. So let's jump up to number 3, who is exactly who we were just talking about. Tecovas coming in at number 3 with 7.4% of the vote. Tecovas is a newer brand, and they jumped on the scene strong with their marketing strategy and their direct-to-consumer strategy as well. So they've released a bunch of boots, and they emailed me back when I asked them, hey, Tecovas, what do you got planned for 2023? So we can say that they are going to do more of the same. New colors for the same boots that you guys have, more limited editions like you saw this year, including collaborations with country music stars and a fashion designer, they told me. Plus, they have new stores coming, especially in California, is what they said. So, California getting their first Tecovas store. Whew, look out. Let's go. So, 7.4% of the vote from 420 people went to Tecovas and made it the third most hyped brand for 2023. Coming in at number 2 is another newer brand when you look at the cowboy boot brands. Some of them are really old, like Lucchese's, and some of them are really new, like Chisos, coming in at number 2 with 8.3% of the vote by you guys. Chisos Boots is focusing on some really cool stuff, making traditionally made boots, but also making it a little bit more comfortable for those folks who are new to boots with their insoles, right? And they released ostrich boots this year. They released more toe shapes in current styles that they had this year, like that rough out number 5. And they said they have more Chisos Reserve boots coming this year with a leather from the Yucatan area in Mexico. They're going to relaunch the women's number 4. Will said that it was going to be a little bit more feminine, and they also teased that they always have more surprises under their hats as well. So looking forward to seeing what Chisos does in 2023. It's sure to be exciting. Looking forward to seeing what that next Chisos Reserve is going to be. Yucatan, maybe lizard? What do you guys think that leather could be? Let me know in the live chat or down in the comments. All right, here it is. We're at the number 1 most hyped brand. And we haven't even gotten into double-digit percentages yet here on this top 5. But this last one does double-digit percentages in a big way. Coming in at the most hyped brand for 2023 is Hondo Boots with nearly a quarter of the votes. Hondo Boots coming through huge, and they're traditionally made boots at a great value. And we got awesome Hondo boots, lots of different styles. So I reached out to Hondo and asked, what do you got planned? You did some really cool blue nubuck boots this year, colors with other stores, and different retailers can make different kinds of boots that are special to just their store. And they emailed me back and they said they got a new belt line coming to match their boots and new exotics as well. So what new exotics would Hondo be doing? If we want to speculate for a second, they already have ostrich, they already have shark skin, so maybe they're getting back into Cayman. I hope they do, because I saw some really old vintage Hondos at Waldrug when we were there, and they had some vintage Cayman Hondos which looked good. So fingers crossed on Hondo Caymans here, because that would be epic. And you guys saw the belts too, and I actually have an example of what it looks like. I didn't even know that he was going to be launching it, but last year at WESA, he had some samples. So here is what the Hondo Boots belt looks like. Check it out. It is a Hondo Boots logo, if it will let me focus. There you go. So Hondo Boots, and they're supposed to match boots, right? So you guys know what belt this matches for boots. It matches the 2670. So expect a belt similar to this one coming from Hondo soon, and that will be carried by retailers. And I hope that cartersboots.com ends up carrying that belt so that it is easy for you folks to try to get. So that's the top 5. Thank you guys for voting. If you guys liked any of those boots or are considering purchasing them, I have affiliate links or promo codes to each and all of them, except Lucchese at this point. I might, though, hopefully this year. So if you guys use those links at jeremiahcraig.com/promo codes or in the video, then it's a great way for you to help support this channel without costing any extra money to you if you guys were thinking about getting boots anyways. So appreciate that. And You guys have great taste, for real. Out of 421 votes, I think, those were the top 5. Great taste, guys. Great taste. Here is the entire chart, which is going to be difficult to read if you're looking at this on a phone or something, because there were 66 brands that I had you guys choose from. And as you can see, there's kind of levels. There's like really low, and then there's sort of middle, and then there's the top 5. And there are a couple of them who just missed the top 5 that are kind of notable, and that would be Carter's Boots at 6th place, Ariat and Anderson Bean. They make the honorable mentions for most hyped 2023. So that's a chart there. Thank you guys for voting. I really appreciate it. You got some well-known old names and some well-known new names, and they're all playing this big game. Oh, trying to get you in their boots today. Top 5.